Hello, I am Colleen Fletcher, and I am the host and actually the designer of You, Me, and the Trees, which is what you're a part of right now. And I am just going to kind of take a minute here, hopefully not a full minute, but just kind of check out to see if all of my other tech is actually starting to be live as well. So while I'm doing that, I just kind of wanted to talk a little bit about why I spell holistic with a W. And that for me is because everything, it's whole. It's one whole unit. So that's where that came from. And it looks like all of my tech is working now. So yay me. And thank you so much for being here. I'm going to kind of reintroduce myself. I am Colleen Fletcher, and I host this meditation now solo. It started with a friend of mine 15 odd years ago. And sometimes she pops in here and sometimes not, but it's always wonderful to have you with me here. So I am in beautiful yet chilly Idaho right now, and doesn't look like we're going to be getting any snow today, but maybe so. So what's our meditation about today? It is really about being one with the universe. There are many different names for this. I tend to call it the universe, also Holy Spirit, anything like that. So that is what we are going to be going over today. And I will get into a little bit more of that. But I want to do that first meditation that always brings us right here into this very moment, into being present. And I call it letting go of the outside world, because that's what we need to do, right? So often we're just inundated with so many things that we need to come right here. So let's start and let go of the outside world. Take a breath. Release any tension you have in your shoulders, anything like that. Maybe your low back is a little bit sore. Maybe you have no aches and pains at all, and you just need to calm your mind. Maybe you're doing amazing, and right here is where you want to promote even more. So take those couple of breaths, whatever it is that you need to connect deeply with yourself. And let go of that outside world. And if you need to, as a reminder, take a breath in and pause and breathe out and pause. And continuing that cycle with your breath. friends, my wonderful tree lovers. Go ahead, slowly opening your eyes. And how was that? Let me know. You can always let me know in the comments. Um, as many of you know, and I will reiterate that, I do come back to those comments later. I do these alone. I don't have anyone beside me running any of this for me. So to give my best to you, I come back to the comments, but they're always very, very much appreciated. It certainly helps whether you're with me on Facebook in the group or whether you are with me on YouTube. Certainly is helpful. Okay, yes. What are we talking about today? Today it is being one with everything, with the universe, or as I kind of mentioned, there are a couple names for it. Excuse me. Universe is the terminology that I go with. A lot of times it can be considered Holy Spirit. Some people look at it as in the chi and the energetics or that vital life force. I kind of think it's a very subtle difference between those and the universe, but they all blend and merge together. So what is that? And I'm just going to use the terminology life force or universe. Either one of those are the ones that I use. So universe is like that ever-present, omnipresent, outside of us. And there's a couple different ways of doing this. We can bring that into us, which is great and amazing and works very, very, very well. It helps to eliminate a little bit of that continually swimming upstream so hard to get your goals and your dreams, your desires, and that internal power that you have. It helps so that you're not just always going really hard that way. Because when you bring that in and have that just be that part of you, then there isn't any of that, those brick walls that you come up against. Now, I'm not saying that everything is then perfect, because life is what it is, and we all have different things that come up. We all have our own brick walls that happen, right? But the idea is to not have it be that when we hit those walls that it stops us completely. So if we're in that flow, that universal flow, then we're flowing with it, and we can come up against it, or we can quickly see how to go around it. We can maybe even go over it or under it, things like that. We just are in that pure potentiality, that pure being of radiating of what we see is out here, of the universe, as it's here within us. And that is when we really get that major that power, and it can be huge and this life-shattering thing, but it's also just it's very gentle. It's that aspect of trees just grow, right? They just are. Sometimes there are things that come up against them and they have to kind of adapt, but a tree just grows. It does its thing. As I'm sitting here and looking out at the trees outside, they're just their pure potential. That's what they're doing. So living in that place of knowing that the universe resides within us as well. Now, a couple different ways to work with this also. and to deepen that connection. um, I'm just going to grab this. This is something cute that my son bought me years ago, right? So, saying, I am one with this, with this cute little turtle, right? Um, Plants are another thing. Trees are amazing to do this with. When I'm inside the house, I do it with my plants. You can also, I have a candle. I'm just making sure I don't burn my fingers when, uh, when I do this. But things like looking at it and I am one with the flame, right? And really feeling that. What what is that? And you could see I was being very careful in the beginning because physically I knew that if I wasn't careful, I was going to burn my fingers and I didn't want to do that. So you just look, it's like, oh, really get that sensation going and connect with it and breathe that in, noticing the flames, how it's flickering right now. So anything like that, I'm just going to carefully put this down now. There we go. Um, so let's say that I don't know anyone that has a tree growing in their house. Maybe so. If you do, you can connect with that, and you go and just kind of touch the petals, touch the leaves, touch the bark, and I am this bark. Just slow down for a minute. Just do it. Just touch it. I'm gonna do it with my screen right here, hopefully. And okay, so it's all of that. That's what we're doing. Um, I have a thing that I kind of do around every night. I will go and look at my house and give thanks to what I have, and also I am one with. I am one with this plant. I am one with my couch. I am one with the candles I have. I am very thankful for the clothes that I have. So it's a way of giving thanks. There's also, in combination with that, I go around and look at this light bulb is out right now. Tomorrow, that's going to be on my list to take care of. It's a small little thing to do, but instead of ignoring it all the time, dang it, I didn't do that again, of, oh, simple, gentle. And if it's a light bulb that's out, maybe you need new light bulbs. So it would easily be something you could just write on your list. I need to get more light bulbs. That's sometimes, like, for me, that's a major accomplishment, and it doesn't have to be anything fancy, but that's where you tie in the upkeep of the beautiful space that you have. It's how you can tie in your dreams and goals, and checking something off of your to-do list as well. And so tying in that very physical aspect of a to-do list, and then esoteric, living and being one with all, right, is how we tie all of those things together. Now, we're going to go through, we have two more meditations today. The first one, I want you to work with, uh, uh, really just what we've talked about now. And I gave a couple tips already. I'm trying to be as encompassing as possible with this. I personally like to do it where I can sit and feel those connections come in. I know that a lot of people can't do it that way, and that's totally fine. So that's why I would suggest having something tangible in your hands that you can physically touch to help bring in that metaphysical, that mind aspect, or that spiritual aspect, however you want to word that, but bring that part of it into it as well, and how it really helps to be one with all to help empower even more that internal fortitude, everything that you have within, that pure potentiality, right? So I'm going to just kind of guide you a little bit into a deepening meditation with that. Nothing huge. You'll find that if you've done that first meditation, that letting go of the outside world, this will be so much easier to go back into. Okay? So take time for you. Absolutely. Do that right now. Close your eyes. Take a breath. And nourish and expand that the universe lives within you. You are that power. Breathing in, breathing out. Taking another breath in and releasing that breath when you're comfortable. This time releasing any tensions in your shoulders. going to start coming back to this gentle meditative state that we've been enjoying together today. Uh, and how was that? Different this time, wasn't it? Of how deeply you can connect. Um, I just call it compounding. You do one, you get to this different level, and then you compound and get to this more connected level as well. So I love the aspect of this as well, with how gently powerful it feels. Those are always the best words that I can come up with this. If you have others, share. Especially sharing because it's so helpful for other people. Because I have my experience, right? I don't know what I don't know. So when you comment and let me know with how you're feeling with this, and what it's like for you, then I can take that information and share it with others, and that helps even more. So I really, really do appreciate things like that. It's been my goal for years to help people further thrive in their holistic beauty and their holistic living. And so that's pretty much it. Really balancing that body, mind, spirit aspect of life. So here we are in this wonderful space together. And I'd really like to get into now our third meditation. And that's the one where I have put together a couple different affirmations for you. And yeah, yeah, affirmations. What's my outlook with affirmations? That they're wonderful and beautiful, with actually allowing that flow of them and of you to be together. That's a huge part of it. That universe that lives within you, that's how these affirmations get compounded even further. So that's my outlook with those. um, Again, I realize that there are not always super happy positive things going on, but if we can shift it just that little bit to make things feel good in one way, then that's super important. All right, so I'm going to get to it now. Uh, Go ahead and go into your meditation, and you'll hear me. I'm going to say these phrases in a couple different ways so that you can internalize them. You can say them with me if you need to. You can say them out loud. I will put them in comments so that you have them and can work with them later. I just want you to feel it and to get it into your body as much as possible, into your whole body, mind, and spirit. All right, closing your eyes, compounding your meditations again, loving the trees, loving you, and knowing that you are one with the trees. You are one with the trees. Saying to yourself or out loud, I am one with the trees. I am one with the trees. Touching a leaf on a tree brings you to your center. Touching a leaf on a tree brings you to your center. Touching a leaf on a tree brings me to my center. Touching a leaf on a tree brings me to my center. Take another breath, slowly opening your eyes. So, how to deepen meditations if this is not something that is supernatural for you or super easy for you? Um, I really suggest taking 3 to 5 minutes a day and just sit and breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. I still go back and do things like this, and I've been doing meditations Oh my gosh, I think I'm 49, 50 years now. So, you know, go back and start with the basics. Um, you can also tie that breath in with maybe feeling how your bum feels as you're sitting down. Is it sore? Are your hips tight with it? Noticing things like that and just noticing them. Nothing major with that at all. But noticing those two things or doing those things does really bring about a further connection with you of just, just noticing, as noticing. So simple, easy to do. Uh, Now, something to really pull in a full body, mind, spirit type of thing with this, and that whole aspect for your well-being. Let's say that you are putting on your moisturizer or makeup or lotion on your body. Look at yourself. If you're in front of a mirror, look at yourself. If you're not, look down at your arm of where you're going to put this lotion and look at it and say, I am this lotion. Have a nice positive thought about it. I love the way this smells. I'm happy I have this. And put it on. And that way, when you put it on every day, you have these oneness vibes merging in and out of your whole being. And that's where that continued compounding power comes from. So that's another very physical thing that you can do to help with it. If you're putting on makeup, then when you're doing it, just, oh, I am one with this mascara. Man, do I ever love this mascara. Easy. Super easy to do. Be happy with it. Enjoy what it's doing, why you're putting it on, and enjoy doing for you. Okay? So there's another pulling it into how this is beneficial, how to do it on a very physical level. I also have a very beginning, super beginning meditation course. It's an online course that you can always look into as well, guiding you how to sit, where to sit, how to breathe, things like that. That can be found on my website. Um, Breathe and smile. Breathe and smile. Just do it. I need to remind myself of that. So super fun. I'm super happy that you are here with me today. Um, enjoy the calm, enjoy the flow, enjoy the weather, enjoy easing your stress, all of those things. Feel your internal power strengthen. Know that you are one with the universe. Know that you can always reach out to me if you have questions as well. Leaving comments, as I said earlier, is really, really helpful. This meditation has been run off of your kind donations. So know that helps. I'll put links up for everyone. Go be well today. Go with a smile. Go love some trees. Love life. All of that stuff and all the good stuff, right? So go be well. It's always a pleasure to be with you. Thank you so much. You are very much appreciated, and I look forward to seeing you again with you, me, and the trees. Bye.